Okay, my friends, today you're going to hear a little of my outrage against academia, who are the most incompetent mass of fools that has ever been assembled. Now, this is from Thomas Harris, a friend of mine, sent me this. He says, I want to know what you have to say about this Photon nuclear reactor from 1920. Here's the morons I'm talking about. In an aggravating display of smug arrogance, which they still display every single second of their miserable, arrogant lives, academics began to play the word game with Moray. Apparently it was expedient to prove his device did not really work. It did work, and I can make it work today, instantly. Physicists examined his reports and plans, returning indefinite conclusions because they are so incompetent they could not possibly understand anything. All right, so he tries to get a patent in 1931. He kept sending them over and over. Every time, stamped with it rejected. No seal, no nothing, just get lost. No explanation. We don't want you around here. And that is academia today. Okay, I'm sorry for being so ugly today, but I am feeling ugly because I'm just fed up with academics. Absolute incompetent morons. This guy was prolific. He did all kinds of stuff. He understood material science. Let's get way down to where he goes into his photon nuclear reactor, which they destroyed him for coming up with such a brilliant idea. Here it is right here. Photon nuclear reactor. Exactly what I have been demonstrating. That Rodney Warren accidentally showed to me. Radioactivity is the breakdown of particles into radio frequencies, spitting out little particles. That's radioactivity. It's a very slow process. Everything is radioactive. Elements were not being consumed every day in rapid, uncontrolled process of dissolution. They don't just fall apart, they slowly emit. The tremendous amounts of released energy did not measurably diminish the mass of any source metal. They said, well, why are they giving off all these things but not getting smaller? Why was the radioactive process so very slow and moderate? What natural condition moderated the otherwise annihilating, matter-dissolving process? It's the photon, that's light, photons. A proton is a chunk of 1,838 pieces of light, or 1,837. And each one of those pieces of light is a dipole. It has a positive and a negative. That's why the core of the nucleus is attractive to other particles. And they don't crash into it because the particles in the center have already got the positives and negatives they need. But they still want to draw in more, but they have to leave them outside of their sphere because they cannot accept them anymore. They have enough. That's what the core of every atom is a substantial number of electrons that is in resonance frequency with the resonance frequencies of the universe. That's what it is. Now, this guy discovered, I'm going to show you, we can have free electricity within a week or two. I'm not kidding you. Watch this. This is all you're looking at right there is a pulsed red laser. It comes through there and it will always stay like that unless it was accelerated. And we can accelerate light and we can split light. There's the wave and the particle was way back in the wave. Now the particle is being sucked out of the wave. So you have a particle wave. We know that. The wave is now behind the particle. The particle is exceeding the wave's ability to catch up to it. And here it separates. That's a venturi. A venturi there's two round cylinders here, and everything has to force into that, and when it does, it separates the light. This is what photons look like. Each side of those is an electron, back to back like two bar magnets. When that concusses, the black balls roll away, and the white balls explode like a bomb. Now this shows the progression. This is just normal light. And then the normal light, it starts to accelerate, and then it shows itself as that box of particles, and then it explodes. The black balls just sort of roll away. The white ones just start to concuss like hell. And this, my friends, is 100% electron. The black balls are 100% dark matter. You see that? They came together as that box of particles. They look like this. Exploded and separated. no black whatsoever in the concussive area, 100% little balls running around here, and in the end, they come back and find white. These didn't come back and find the white. Obviously, there's extra black balls laying around here that found the white ones here. If we could put a plate in here and only have one little hole through here, so whatever else is back here can't get through except the white, we can prove this. We can make that white. I would say that white is probably 1,000 times minimum stronger than it was when it was coming in here. Why can't we use that 1,000 times to run our houses? And they won't even talk to me. It's disgusting, academia. See, here's how academia works. I've been after them to look at my stuff for years. I just got this 9 hours ago. Call for papers, February issue. Well, let's see what this talks about here. You see the call for papers, and the final deadline is, February 13th. 9 hours ago was February 13th. Now it's February 14th. That's how they do things. How am I going to submit something to them for that? If you have anybody that you know that's an academic, good for you. I'm done with them. All right, I'm not going to go through this deep. You want to know about this? You come to me. I'm done going to you. That's the nucleus. It consists of nothing more than a ton of little dipole electrons. And they always have the explosive minus part on the outside, which will repel the incoming ones and keep them at a distance. I call it push to shove. These push away, these shove their way in. The black sucks. The black sucks only. It wants electrons to come in, but these keep them away. That's what a photon looks like. The laser light coming in here forces its way through the venturi. Right here is enough energy to power your house, I think. I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but if somebody would look at it, it'd be kind of freaking nice. You see why I'm so upset about this? LHC as a photon collider. Exactly what we're doing for a couple of $100. They spent a couple of trillion, I think. And all they're doing is bringing protons, the big chunks, close enough together that they spit out the particles we're seeing. Disgusting that they won't talk to me. The only reason they've been showing this is because I've been slamming them over and over and over for years. And they've, to CERN and all of them, every single one of them I've been hitting. Not a single response from any one of them. And now they say, oh, well, guess what? We just figured this out. Now here's CERN right here, the physics case for studying photon collisions. Back in 1978, they had a special commission to try to figure this out. They still couldn't figure it out. These collisions are very clean as we're colliding photons. You know how many particles CERN uses? 100 billion. We're using 2. It's unbelievable. They won't talk to me. Absolutely, and it's just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Next time you pay your bills, in your electric bill, you think about that. The ones that are supposed to be looking out for us are the ones that are putting us trying to make us into idiots, because they are idiots. All right, I understand why CERN is so upset. I'd be embarrassed as hell if I was them too, for spending all that money just wasting time, and then somebody comes along for a couple $100, blows them out of the water. And that's exactly what we did. That is what they think is a hydrogen atom. A gigantic plus and a little tiny minus. Absolutely ridiculous. Electron flood theory says that this is the core of every nucleus, is loaded with dipole electrons. CERN knows this. They know that they can see one concussive particle they call an electron neutrino, and it makes showers like that. And the other one is called a muon, which has no concussive value. It makes little black balls exactly like that. I have shown exactly identical to what they are looking for, only they didn't know that right there you can harvest energy and we can create free energy. Nobody has to pay for a damn thing. And this is nothing more than a couple of little a venturi. It's nothing. It's nothing. You don't have to build nuclear reactors to do this. It's insanity. Absolute insanity why they won't talk to me. It's a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Disgraceful you people are. A disgrace. Okay, I did this specifically in this manner to assault and disgrace those people that have been a disgrace. And if you want to get a hold of me, that's me, Roger, Roger, at mudfossils.com. Another disgrace in science. They won't talk to me about that either. I have DNA certified, CAT scanned, every single thing, human giants. It was all real. Academia is literally a disgusting disgrace. They have just sucked the money from you and made you into idiots. I hope you've enjoyed it.